So I'm here with Neil. Neil, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi Mark, I'm Neil Benson. I'm a Dynamics MVP, originally from Northern Ireland. I lived in London for a long time, now living in Los Angeles, California.
And so who do you work for?
The company I work for is Slalom Consulting. We're a national US-based consulting firm, do technology and business consulting with about 2,500 consultants in the US.
Excellent. So Neil, is this your first Convergence?
It's, I think, my 6th or 7th. I've been to, when I started my own business in the UK, I flew to Convergence in the US a couple of times. I also went to Convergence in Europe whenever they had that. Now that they've started it up again, it's really exciting. So I've come to just about every Convergence I can.
Wow. And so what do you see, as a partner, what do you see the value of coming to Convergence?
So not a lot of my customers come. I wish more customers would come. If they did, I'd love to hang out more with them. But the real value that I get is meeting a lot of other partners. It's a great event for that, particularly in the expo hall. So I've got 3 or 4 customers back home in Los Angeles who can't make it. They're going, look, can you check out mobile options, document generation options, e-signature options? Like, yep, they're all here. It's a great event for meeting add-on vendors. And obviously it's great to catch up with, Kiwi MVPs who now live in Australia too.
Awesome. So tell us, what do you think the number one issue is to user adoption on a Dynamics project?
So I'm a huge advocate for user adoption. I try and help my customers through that challenge a lot. I used to call myself a CRM addict. So it's a combination of things. It's top-down support from the senior leadership. I had one customer who fired a sales manager for not doing his forecast in CRM. Like month in, month out for a year, this guy kept his team's forecast in Excel. Boom, kicked them out. Give them enough warnings. We do things around here in CRM. But also you've got to make it easy. So again, for a sales team, I do simple stuff like, you're traveling to all your customers. You want to collect your expenses. So why not build a little expenses feature inside CRM? Make it easy because your opportunities are in there as well. So make it easy for the users to want to use CRM and make it top down from the leadership as to why people need to use CRM as well.
Yeah, good. So let's say it was your call on what went into CRM next. Let's say Dynamics CRM V next. What would you definitely want? What's the top 5 things you'd like to see in the next product?
I talked about a couple of things a moment ago that my customers are looking for. These are things my customers have been looking for years. And that's document generation and today e-signature stuff. So some business processes still rely on documents. So you might be getting insurance and you need an insurance contract. In the case of a property manager, you might be signing a lease. Generating that document from CRM, whether it's a quote, order, or invoice, sending it to a customer as a PDF attached to an email, and filing a copy of that thing in SharePoint is possible today, but it requires quite a bit of add-ons, custom development, tough configuration, a lot of clicks if you want to use the standard mail merge. I'd love to streamline all of that in the standard product. That should be just really easy. I'll give you a great example who does it really well today. Xero, an accounting solution you might be familiar with. A great Kiwi firm. I used to use that when I ran my own business. Send an invoice to a customer, click, done. So I'd love to see that part easier from Dynamics CRM.
Great. So in CRM 2013, what's your number one like in the new product?
So I've just rolled it out to 1 customer so far. I've only got 3 large enterprises using Dynamics CRM, 2 on our on-premise. Well, they'll go later. The online customer, they just went. The user interface has been largely pretty well received. I think it needs a few tweaks here and there, and I think they will refine that, I hope, based on some feedback. I think the social integration is going to be good once you get the listing piece in, but even the collaboration stuff through Yammer and maturity of activity feeds is pretty good. So yeah, we're working a lot on that, but I'm looking forward to rolling out the business process management feature to more customers, the business process flow. Once in the next versions, once you get scripting and branching in there, that'll be really, really powerful. Yeah,
great. Okay, just to change gears, tell us about being a Dynamics MVP.
So I've been blessed to be an MVP since 2010. I did a lot of work in the forums and supporting customers. I run the LinkedIn community for Dynamics CRM. But it's the camaraderie of the folks who are MVPs. That's what makes it so special. The distribution list that we use to solve each other's problems, the interaction with the product group, that's critical. But getting together at Summit twice last year was really cool. But even at events like this, they're just such a great bunch. They're so passionate about the product, and they're just a great bunch of people to get to know. Some of the best nerds in the world are Dynamics MVPs.
So just touching on LinkedIn there, you mentioned, how many people are in that LinkedIn group you're in?
So it's about 40,000 members at the moment. They're not all recruiters. Most of them are Dynamics CRM users and customers. There are a few recruiters in there, but it's always great to see a few people apply from Salesforce. So there's a few of the competition in there where trying to check us out as well.
Yeah.
But it's there's a few jobs. There's a healthy discussion around people looking for solutions, people trying to get their challenges solved. A few technical questions about errors that people are getting. But it's a pretty vibrant community. I'm really pleased with the way that's going.
And if someone asked you for advice about becoming a MVP, what would you recommend?
Just do a good job trying to support customers. There's loads of channels for that today. Jason Latimer does a great job on the Collaborate, which is the CRM user group forum. There's the traditional MSDN forums. There's the Dynamics community sites. So just get out there and you'll learn a lot about the product by answering other people's support questions, and it's a great way to show your passion and your knowledge of the product. So that's a great first start. Writing your own original blogs is always good, and then trying to do something special. Writing a book, making some videos. There's loads of different ways to become an MVP.
You made it personal.
A lot of my customers think I'm some kind of technical guru because I'm an MVP, and I'm not. I'm just super passionate about the product, and I do a lot of work in my evenings and weekends sharing that with people. That's really all it takes.
Yeah, good.
We're trying to get them to learn.
So you mentioned the add-on products before. What would you consider the top 5 add-ons for Dynamics are?
They're here.
Great question.
29.
There's a lot of free community stuff out there that's really good. So whether you're doing auto numbering, in fact, Jerry's CRM Innovations auto numbering add-ons, pretty sweet, and I've sold that to a couple of customers. I love the ADX Studio stuff. Deployed their portals for a couple of customers. The ALM Toolkit solves some really critical challenges in terms of deploying solutions. What else have we got? I'm looking at Expert Doc and MS CRM add-ons, so their document generation stuff. They got some pretty good stuff. And there's new Inside View doing a great job of giving stuff away some of their features into the core product these days. So some really cool stuff coming out there, and it's really exciting. I'm doing a lot of work with Power Query, Power View, Power BI. It's not really an add-on as such, but it's trying to extend it and build some more value into the rest of the Microsoft platform.
Yeah, good. So in closing, what else would you like to add?
Come along to Convergence. Can't believe, I'm really embarrassed. Salesforce have their International Dreamforce conference. 130,000 people head to San Francisco every year. 12,000 people come to Convergence. I don't know what we're doing wrong. Maybe we need some more rock stars to come and launch Convergence. I'll have a word with Kirill about that. But it'd be great if more people came from Australia. I'm going to be living there in a couple of years. I'm going to be coming back to Convergence as often as I can.
Sounds good. Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, Mark.